Good day, everyone. We are the second group. Today, we're about to tackle some of the instruments used in teaching learning process and their importance. I am Janelle Tubar, and I'm gonna report about the first instrument, which is the flip chart. A flip chart is a stationary item consisting of a pad of large paper sheets. It is typically fixed to the upper edge of a whiteboard or supported on a tripod or four-legged easel. Such charts are commonly used for presentation. Now we can see some examples of flip charts. Sa unang picture, makikita natin yung normal and usual flip chart. While the second picture shows how this first picture is being used. So, gumagamit lang ng ballpen or ng pentel or the marker yung teacher and then just randomly writing some informations that the students needs in the lessons. Or we can say the key points. On the other hand, teachers also uses DIY flip charts and designs it into more engageable visual aids for their students. It could be colorful, it could be written or printed, like in the third or fourth picture. It can also be used in different subjects, like in the last two pictures. Therefore, we can all say how flip chart is a very useful in a teaching learning process. For this helps the learners engage the lesson and helps the teachers in making the lesson more enjoyable and at the same time very informative.
Next is wall display. Displaying items on a classroom wall is a well-known, tried and tested education method. A wall display is a collection of many different types of items and materials put up on a wall to make an interesting and informative display. In a classroom, the display can consist of the student own work. In development work, it can be used to convey information to the community. By the use of wall display, help students keep track of what they have learned and help them make connection and development coherency between ideas, tasks, and lessons. Example of wall display that we can do in our classroom, first is putting a small packet in a wall. We can use small folders, envelope, or packets to make photocopies of information, checklists, writing prompt, or task card easily available to your student. We can also collect and display student work, and we can also post and sticky notes can be used in so many ways. Classroom display with sticky note can include ones where students write on notes and stick them up, such as fun brainstorming display activity, or they can be used to cover information, ideas, or classroom rewards that are revealed by pulling the sticky notes off.
Chalkboard. Chalkboard instruction assists classroom management because it requires light. Visual aids that require lights off hinder a teacher's ability to monitor students' behavior. Visual reinforcements like diagrams can be displayed on a chalkboard to keep students' attention. We all know the help of chalkboards are many, like it can display some diagrams or visuals to attract the students' intention or yung willingness ng estudyante mo sa klase. So, pwede mo dong ilagay or i-display yung visuals or pictures para mapadali yung pagtuturo mo sa loob ng classroom. So, nagbibigay rin daw ito ng lightness sa loob ng classroom na importante. Kaya rin siguro sinabi na ang chalkboard is mahalaga sa pagtuturo mo as a teacher sa loob ng klase is hindi lang ito pwedeng paglagyan or pagsabitan ng mga visual aids mo, ng mga tick mo and diagrams. Pwede rin tong pagsulatan ng gusto mong ipaliwanag sa mga estudyante mo, and without hassle pwede kang magsulat agad dun sa mismong chalkboard. Tinatawag din natin tong minsan blackboard sa nung elementary tayo, 'di ba? So pwede nating pagdrawingan 'yon ng mga estudyante kapag mga recess, 'di ba? Pwede 'yun para may activity din sa loob ng klase mo. Or here are some examples of chalkboard. So ayan, 'di ba? Nakikita naman natin 'yan madalas nung mga elementary pa tayo and maski nung senior high. So mas madaling napapaliwanag ng teacher, halimbawa lalo na sa math, 'di ba? Mas madaling na ibibigay ng teacher yung mga problems or mga solution sa topic nga. So ayan. Kaya mahalaga yung chalkboard sa pagtuturo mo as a teacher sa loob ng klase. That's all. Thank you.
Diorama. It will make the classroom to be creative and innovative. It is fun way to build an exciting scene in a small space. Dioramas are small scenes created of layers of materials, all depicting a similar concept or theme. They usually display in a historical time period, a nature scene, or a fictional situation. So dioramas make classroom become creative and innovative, and usually dioramas use a concept or theme, a nature scene, or a fictional situation. The following features are the example of dioramas. Furthermore, diorama is a model that telling the story without anyone that's saying anything. They putting an action to it that makes the story without saying anything. Also, it is movable where you can make another story using another model. So today, dioramas is very helpful because of the pandemic. We cannot go outside, so the diorama is the one we use in teaching our students.
Ang nature table po ay maaaring nasa loob ng paaralan or kahit nasa bahay ka lang ay pwede po para sa estudyante natin ito. Hinahayaan po natin yung mga estudyante natin to explore, to observe, to experiment, and to evaluate. Maaari pong makita nila ang mga materials na ito sa paligid natin, sa beach or even sa nature walk, na kung saan makakatulong sa kanila ito upang madiscover or ma-observe nila ang existence ng mga bagay na ito. Maaaring live na plants or animals. At pinapaalala po, hindi po lahat na nakikita natin sa kapaligiran ay akma or recommended po para sa ating nature table. Ito po ay pinipili natin with the guidance of parents. Maaari pong nandito sa PPT natin makikita mamaya ang mga recommended materials para sa ating mga estudyante para hindi makaharm sa kanila ito. And according to Marie Montessori, was aware that children are naturally interested in exploring their environment, and if given the opportunity, they will eagerly seek out more detail. Alam naman natin na mga estudyante natin ay mahalaga nilang malaman or yung consciousness nila ay aktibo sa ating environment or kahit saang paligid natin. Ito naman po ang mga recommended materials sa kanila. Tools of the trade, spring and summer nature objects, fall nature objects, winter nature object, and nature object for any season. Ayan po yung mga halimbawa natin na pwede po natin gamitin sa ating mga estudyante. Ito naman po ang halimbawa ng isang nature table. Maraming salamat po.
Hi everyone, I'm Pamela R. Apolonio, and now I will report our additional non-digital materials that we serve on the internet and the importance of it in the teaching learning process. First, that we have served on internet an additional non-digital instructional material is writing board. What is writing board? A writing board can display information written with chalk, which is chalkboard or blackboard, or a special pen in whiteboard. Although there are usually more effective methods of transmitting information, the writing board is still the most commonly used visual aid. The writing board is still the most commonly used visual aid. By using writing board like Manila paper and present some reports or lesson in classroom. As you can see, here are the example of writing board. We have here a whiteboard, Manila paper, and a construction. That's all in writing board. Thank you for listening.
Isang example din ng non-digital instructional materials natin ay ang zigzag board. Zigzag board is a multi-board series of 3 or 4 rectangular boards. They are joined together along the sides by hinges so that they can be easily folded up and carried. Each board can be a different type. For example, a whiteboard, a chalkboard, a flannel board, and so on. The size of the boards for the zigzag multi-boards depends on what you want to use them for. Sa zigzag board, makikita natin dito na may 3 or 4 rectangular boards ito na pinagsama-sama. So, each side nito ay pinagdikit-dikit. Nang sa ganon ay madali itong ma-fold o matupi at madali din itong madala. Each board nito ay pwede natin gawin into different types. Pwedeng sa first board natin is gagawin natin itong whiteboard, sa second is chalkboard, then sa third board is flannel board, and so on. Kung size naman ang pag-uusapan, depende naman yan sa'yo kung gaano kalaki yung gusto mo. We can make big size of zigzag board na pwedeng makita ng lahat ng students, or pwede din naman na pa-book type na kasing laki ng libro.
Instructional material is a print and non-print that rested impact information to students in the educational process used by teachers to enhance teaching and learning. So one of the non-digital instructional materials used in teaching and learning process is rope and pole display board. Ano nga ba ito? Rope and pole display board. This board consists of two parallel horizontal poles tied loosely together with the rope. So, yung mga nilalagay dito is mga visual aids, such as poster or pictures can be pinned to the rope. Ito yung mga halimbawa ng rope and pole display board. So, yung kung mapapansin nyo, madali lang siyang gawin. Kakailanganin lang ng pantali and the pictures na ilalagay doon. And then, i-display lang siya sa wall. The purpose of displaying board are a great way to get students engaged, excited, and working together, helping to maximize learning and personal skills. Additionally, display boards are a great learning implement for children who are visual learners, as it helps them to visualize exactly what is being told to them.